Hey, how you doing, everybody? We are here on number 6. We're getting closer and closer to building our bounty hunter guy. So, before we start, a disclaimer. This thing is a nightmare to transform. As you can see here, he does have some cool accessories there. But he is truly a nightmare to transform, and I'm not the only person to attempt this and to get very upset doing so. So, if you're gonna buy this one, definitely a nightmare. Buy it for the bounty hunter, not for Grimlock. Cool looking Grimlock, but still a nightmare and a half to transform. But before we get into all that, I'd like to say thank you for all the new subscribers we've been getting. Thank you so much. There's gonna be a lot more stuff like this, so make sure you stay in touch with the channel. How can you do that? By hitting that thumbs up so more and more people get this video. Come over here and you hit that subscribe. You will see the next video when it comes out. We have a few more to go and we will put it all together. As you can see from the title, you'll be able to count and see which ones are next. So thank you again, everybody, for all the new subscribers. So right here is the main part of the nightmare. Is this thing right here. He's at a weird 90-degree angle. The artwork is cool. All the little accessories are cool. His little crown over here. His mouth opens and closes and all that fun jazz. Literally jazz, see? He's here, jazz. So, sorry, I had a little bit of a cold this week, so still a little bit of a runny nose. So. But all the paint. The dinosaur mode, it's a little lackluster. The robot mode, definitely worth it. He's got a weird 90-degree odd tail that has stuff there but not there. Like they forgot to paint it or something. Anyway, the crown's really nice and detailed. He's got his little hands that don't really move all that much. No, they don't move at all. But you have movement here in the legs, at the hips, a little bit at the knees and the feet, a little bit when he's in his dinosaur mode, I guess you would say. Not vehicle mode, but dinosaur mode. He's supposed to go a little bit like that. So there you have it for him like that. We'll get into the other part in a minute, but let's take a little look at the box over here. As you can see, number 6, which we're going to get a hand to our finishing little bounty hunter. There he is right there. Over here you got Grimlock. We've done Optimus. We've done Megatron. We've done Shockwave, Bumblebee himself, and Hot Rod last week. So now we have Grimlock, then RC, and Thunderwolf. And you can see him right there. And that's what I forgot to do, is put the little flame inside him. But we could always do that. Got the nice little cool picture of Cybertron in the background. And, of course, like always, we have the instructions. So, if you want to pause over there on the instructions, of course you always can. That's what he looks like. And of course we'll see him in a second in all his robot mode glory. And we'll go over the little piece for him and everything. So there it is right there. You can pause the video if you really need to see the instructions. It's quite a little embarking on that. And we have another little picture over here of the little bounty hunter dude. We're going to try to put him back in dinosaur mode after this. It shouldn't be this complicated. It's for a grown-up, it's this complicated. Picture what a kid goes through. So there's a little flame if you want him to be shooting flames. So like I said, with this odd little 90-degree tail, as you can see, you pull this apart and this little piece apart and you fold it down and it folds in kind of. I said kind of. And you gotta, of course, twist this around. And he does come apart on these joints right here quite often. And I was not the only person that had this problem. I've seen several people who've had this problem. So Hasbro, watch what you're doing to us here. Trying to get this to turn. We may not have time to put him back into dinosaur mode. He is quite the hassle to get him in any kind of mode, to be honest. So these two pieces fold. You got to twist. There's a joint here as the piece pops off again. Like I said, this thing's a nightmare to transform. You gotta put that piece up. And this kind of folds in like his foot. This one is quite a hard little guy to transform there. And then over here, these pieces come out kind of. His head goes back down. And his little dinosaur-like thing over here. Let me just take a quick gander over here. I just want to make sure that doesn't go. Yeah. So as you could see, quite a nightmare. These turn out and these fold in to kind of surround his hands, kind of like Wolverine, if you will. So they're over there. And then, of course, the crown goes on like so. Make sure you have that little piece in the front there. So he can be King Grimlock if you prefer. Let me just take him over here for a second as I try to get the crown on perfectly. And as you can see with this robot, it's quite hard to get anything on it perfectly. Hasbro kind of slipped up on this one. So there you have him like so. We can just turn his head. We're going to try to get him back into dinosaur mode, I believe. So this goes here. And there you have Grimlock. Now, if you watch the cartoon, completely lackluster on the voice. Horrible. And, of course, you have the claws right here. You got a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit here in motion and articulation. You got the shoulders, elbows, shoulders and elbows there. The feet, the knees, and the torso over here. In robot mode, he is cool. Really, really cool. Really awesome. I really like him. Now, for our little piece is this little piece right here. And you can see that has a little ball joint that goes on. That is the left hand. Right hand, I mean, sorry. The right hand right there. It's hard to tell from the other side of the camera there through the lens, but that is that piece right there. So, there you have him. He is quite a fun guy. And quite hard to transform. So you pop the head back like that. You put these like so. We'll try to get him in robot mode again, which is quite a feat in itself. So you got to put these down, and they have to kind of go into these grooves so they fold downward like. There we go. He folds kind of in like that. You get this like this. And then you do these weird little bizarre 90-degree little, what do you call it? Twist over here with this. It is quite an undertaking, to say the least. Because one of his legs goes one way and forms the top, and the other leg goes the other way and forms the bottom. So you gotta be on a little 90-degree angle as your pieces fall apart. Not the best in the world on the transformation on this guy here. I'd have to say that. So this tucks under. And you just move it and hope for the best. It's quite a hard guy to do his transformation with. There we go right there. If you're going to hear a little noise in a little while, maybe because our neighbors are having their roof redone. So there's been quite some banging this morning. And there probably will be in a little while. So he kind of tucks under like that, and this goes up here like that. I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be. You got the picture. You saw him in his dinosaur mode in the beginning. And like I said, not the most friendly or eventful to transform, but still a cool in robot mode. Grimlock. Remember the voice if you hear the cartoon. Listen to the cartoon. It's quite interesting that they gave him that voice. But anyway, as we move forth from that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And like always, people, have a great day.